We have to change from doubter to believer.
Good morning everyone and welcome to DTB TV. Match day, Manchester United away, FA Cup, cannot wait. So, how are you feeling this morning? Confident, nervous, the usual you get with a Manchester United Liverpool match? I personally, I'm confident. I'm confident that in this squad, I'm confident in Jurgen Klopp. I'm confident we will turn the corner. And what get better game to turn the corner in than Manchester United against Liverpool? So for me, it's just pick the strongest side possible, go out there, win the game, get our mojo back, get our confidence back. I mean, for me, it's a no-brainer. And I've said this yesterday when I did my starting 11. Now, someone said that Henderson's injured. I've not heard that he was injured anything past the game that we played against Burnley. I more or less thought that he was rested for the match against Burnley. So can anybody let me know? Because I've been at work all week, so it's like a 12-hour shifts and that. I don't really get time to sort of like look into the news as much. So is Henderson actually out? I've not heard that he is. And I mean, the press conference yesterday, I didn't hear Klopp say that he was out either. So with regards to the starting 11, I would go for, as I said yesterday, Alisson in goal, James Milner right back, because Trent needs a couple of games rest to just relax and think a little bit more. I'd go for Matip and Fabinho as centre back. And I'd go for left back Robertson, and in the midfield three, I think Curtis Jones due a start. Get Curtis Jones in the middle with Hendo and Thiago. And I'd go up front with the Fab Three. They need to get goals, they need to start scoring. So for me, in my opinion, muscle injury, so he is out. Bit of a blow that is a bit of annoying if Hendo is out. Right, well then swap Henderson for Gini. So Gini, Thiago and Jones in midfield. Morning Paul, morning Andrew, morning Glenn. Yeah, it's one of them, because the good thing about today, can't be no draw. There can't be no draw. Extra time, penalties, there has to be a winner. So in a way, don't panic today, Liverpool. Go out, play your passing. We don't have to force the goal. Just remember, Manchester United haven't beaten us for how long? So we don't have to force the issue. We could play counter-attack today. We could just sit, play a little bit of mind games. We won't play like that because it's not the Klopp way. What I mean is, let Man United come for us today and hit them on the counter. Why do we always have to force the issue? I always just think to ourselves, let Man United go and try and get to us and then hit them on the break. Play a little bit of a different way to get out of this rut. Now, my video yesterday, for those of you that listened to it, was a piece by The Echo and one of the sports writers saying we should go back to how we started under Klopp, which was, that attacking philosophy of we will basically, outscore you like we did against Norwich 5-4. We worried so much about keeping a clean sheet because we've got no centre-backs that we're not attacking as well as we should. Was that piece in the article I wrote out yesterday right, that we should go back to heavy metal football, as in the 4-3s against Dortmund, the 4-3s against Man City, the 5-4s against Norwich? Should we go back to that, where we just go, okay, Liverpool are today, even though I'm saying today I think we should counter-attack, I'm saying, was that a good piece saying we should just go all-out attack? Stop panicking about clean sheets. At the end of the day, we haven't got centre-backs this season, so, try not to worry. I remember, Trent and Robbo were so advanced, and I think because they haven't got Van Dijk and Gomez, they are getting a little bit worried more about getting back than they are going forward. And I know it's like the crosses have been poor from Trent and Robbo in the last few games, but that will change. I mean, are you trying to tell me that you expect these players to be this poor for the rest of the 19 games we've got left? No, because they won't be. And it's like anything. Man United, let's use them as an example. Ollie was on the verge of the sack. They got beat at home by Palace. They got beat at home by Tottenham. They got knocked out of the Champions League. And then what happened? They won a couple of games and now they've been on this massive run. If Man United can go on a massive run, Manchester City have gone on a massive run, so can we. We shouldn't have lost confidence in these players. Well, I haven't. We shouldn't have lost confidence in these players for a couple of bad results and a few draws. We were a minute away from winning at Brighton. We were a minute away from winning against West Brom, right? We've had some fucking disgraceful VAR decisions against us this season. So in my opinion, it's just a little bit of luck we need. You know, Divock Origi, even though he shouldn't have smashed that shot, he should have just tucked it in, right? If that goes in, we beat Burnley. It's as simple as that. The only thing, and I agree with Klopp, and Klopp's right, the performances have not been bad. It's just the fact we're not putting the ball in the pissing net. And if that changes, God help the team, it's on the wrong end of us. It'd be another Palace. I mean, would you rule out us being able to go to Man United today and do what Tottenham did? I wouldn't. I wouldn't rule out that at all with any team we play against. So to me, I've started my morning off with my shake and my head's on the game. Because I tell you something now, this football club and Liverpool are going places again. I believe it. And it's like Klopp says, if you don't believe, there's nothing I can do for you. How can you not believe in the world champions, the Champions League winners, only 12 months ago, or a bit, 12 and a bit months ago? You know, the world champions. These are the same players. All right, they've had a few bad games. They're not computerised robots that go and win every game. They made it look like that for 18 months, but they're not. They're humans. You know, they can't go anywhere and enjoy themselves just like us. Are we 100% at the moment? I know I'm not. I try my best, but I'm not 100%. Sure, yous are not. You're missing going to see your family. I go up to Scotland 3 times a year. I'm missing all my family to death. Might not have many years left with my uncles, you know. And this is the thing. You know, my Uncle Tommy, he just had a major heart attack and he's got 2 stents put in his heart. I can't even go and see him. So I think all of us are a little bit lost at the moment. I work with a couple of Brazilians at work, ladies, and they're missing their family. So look at it like this, right? Even if we're off a little bit, you've got Genie's head wants his new contract, you've got Mo Salah's rumours going around, no supporters, you've got a global pandemic, you've got FSG probably feeling bad because they can't give Klopp what he wants and they love Klopp and they've always backed him, right? It's not a nice place at the moment. So the best we can do as supporters is get behind the team. And then yesterday I got a lot of shit for instantly removing people that wanted to think it was acceptable to put FSG out banners on my group. It's not fucking happening. Because at the end of the day, that's how Arsenal went from up here to down there. Because what happens is one person starts getting a group of people saying out, 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 then it turns into hundreds, then it turns into 1,000, then there's a toxic atmosphere at the club. And then that's how everything starts going rock bottom downhill. And Liverpool's too much of a class club for that. So we're not having that. So today, I think we're going to win, and I think it'll probably go to extra time or penalties, in my opinion. I think it's going to go a long way. I think Man United won't come out the blocks straight away. They'll see the game out. And I think this is how both managers might look at it. They might look, is it worth going out to try and kill them in the first 20 minutes when we've got, you know, if it stays a draw, we've got extra time, we've got penalties. So let's try and see what mood each team's in today. I think that's what they'll do. I reckon it'll be the tactic from both Klopp and Solskjaer. I think it will be, let's sit and just see what the game plan is today. Try and work out each other's movements and tactics. I'm not liking this pissing about swapping Trent and Robbo every 2 minutes. Don't look right. It don't look right, Robbo running down the right with a left foot. It don't work. I'll tell you why it don't work. Because that's for when you put crosses in that way, right? We haven't got a centre forward that can win the ball in the air. Firmino got a header against Tottenham. Wow, that's the first header I've seen him scoring in ever, right? We haven't got a number 9 like that. You can pump the ball into the box and he'll flick it on. The Crouch days are gone. You know, we haven't got that type of striker, right? So for us, it's all about penetrating runs in behind. And at the moment, I do look at Salah and Mane, and I just think they're too far out wide. And what happens with that is the central play then becomes more important with the person who's in that central role dynamically trying to penetrate that. We haven't got that at the moment. There's nobody doing that in the midfield. So in my opinion today, let's just try our best to keep the ball possession wise, control the game and get a little bit of luck. I don't give a shit today if one goes off flipping Eric Bailly's arse and goes in. Because Man United are due a bit of bad luck because they've had the rub of the green for a long time now. And I just personally think that today we need to go all out, suss the game, have a game plan, and literally we should beat them. That's just my opinion. I'm just going to go through these a minute. I've got my little son with me at the moment and he's just turned his Xbox up. Let me just turn it down a second. Stay there, Lucas. I'll do it. All right, that's it. Right. You can come say hello quickly if you want. By the way, he's just had some ice cream for breakfast, so look at his face.
Hi.
Say hello to the doubters to believers.
Hi.
Say hi, DTB.
Hi, DTV.
Come up. This is the legendary Lucas who got 650 likes last week for his board that he held up to the Man United lot. The bus where it said champions top dogs my arse, champions. There were people taking pictures of him and everything, and he's also a good little footballer. So go on, son, we'll play a game. So yeah, that's my first guest on the show, isn't it? So today, massive game, can't wait for it. Just think of it like this: put Man United out of the FA Cup, we then go into the 5th round against, who was it? Was it Doncaster, who got beat yesterday, didn't they? Doncaster, West Ham won it. So we'll have West Ham at Anfield in the next round. Beat them, we're on our way to Wembley. And let's not forget, I keep saying this, fans could be back in some capacity for the cup finals, because they put the League Cup final back so they could have fans at the final. So that's gone further back, the League Cup final. And let's not forget, they could make the FA Cup final June if they wanted to. They really could. Oh no, sorry, it's the Euros, so it will be May. But anyway, May's still, March, April, May, still 3 months away. We should be off lockdown in March anyway, in my opinion. I can't see them. They won't keep us on lockdown until the summer. With that, even if we can get 10,000 fans of each, 20,000 fans, anyone that watched the Super Cup final, they only had 20,000 there, and it sounded fantastic. So keep the faith. Let's get an FA Cup run. And do you know what? I'll be honest with you, right? We go all out to win the league. We win it, brilliant. If we don't, as long as we get in the top 4, we can go again. Because this hasn't been a normal season. They haven't got the fans back. They haven't got, the injuries have been shocking, right? VAR has completely flipping shafted us, right? It's been the most weirdest season going. As long as Man United don't win it, I ain't bothered. Well, I am bothered. You know what I mean by that. If worst case scenario now, we finish 2nd, 3rd, right? Win the FA Cup. Who knows about the Champions League? Real Madrid are fucking shite. Barcelona are shit. Bayern have lost Thiago and Coutinho, so Bayern ain't even as great as I watched them the other night, and if they weren't as great as they used to. Who's to fear in the Champions League? Can anybody tell me who's to fear in the Champions League? So who's to say we can't win that? You don't know. We beat Leipzig. We're in the quarter-final. So I look at it as the last 16 or whatever. So keep the faith. There's always something that can spark a revival. If we were in this position with 8 games to go, fine. We still could win the league. We're only 6 points behind. But we've got 19 games left. So come on, you red men today, or black men, because we'll be wearing this kit today. Let's smash the manx. All these enjoy your day. If you're going to get hammered out your face, drink as much alcohol as you want, or like me, get the Pepsi down your neck. You'll never walk alone. Come on, the red men.